There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48. Built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight, we're on to week 2 of the NFL season. We got a good one on tap, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Green Bay Packers. After a great first week of football, what does week 2 have in store? The Commanders and the Packers underway on Thursday night primetime.
On the jump.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Those big ends don't really care what the play call is. Big pass, RPO, handoff, whatever. Their job, get behind the line of scrimmage every play and run down whoever has the ball. Mission accomplished there.
The big loss on first down leads to a tricky second down. 18 yards to go. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. On fourth down, here's Daniels. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on fourth down. So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Cougar 19. Ready.
To throw is Daniels. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go. And sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
Calling no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Working out of the gun, Daniels. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Throwing now is Daniels. Zach Ertz has it complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet, as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. They'll run here with a rookie. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
To the air goes Daniels. He'll try and do this himself. And caught it up. And the Packers pick it up. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back for the 2nd quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football, as they've got it as we resume action. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
Not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do. That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, they moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to get amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. Now a hit, now loose football.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Set, ready. 33, yellow. Cut.
Throwing, Love. He'll get this complete to Matthew Golden. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Packers. Matthew Golden, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Come on, come on. Pack the 60, pack the 60.
Now Daniels. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
That's good for a Washington first down. 1st and goal, Washington.
Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got it. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Commanders have got it back to within a score. Jake Moody now for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Packers 14, Commanders 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Love from the gun. And a is knocked out. And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Amos. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Daniels with a give to Krosky Merritt. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Here's Daniels.
Rifles one, and it's... Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something, double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Love, they go play action now. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
Love now.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Okay, ready?
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
That is caught. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
He finds his receiver, Watson.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Set, ready. Drill, 52.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs.
And Jacobs, I don't think is going to get there, no. It appears they're going to mark him short of the 1st.
Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. 4th down and no hesitation from Matt LaFleur as he sends out the field goal unit. And his kick is indeed good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
And they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football.
19 Lions, 79 Broncos.
The final shot before break. Daniels. And that one too high and incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he returns this to the 22. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Ready?
On the ground, Jacobs will get the third quarter started. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Play action this time with Love. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty.
Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5.
Here we go. Set.
On play action, Love to throw. And that is incomplete.
No partner guaranteed. They approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Love. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Reed. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down.
33, yellow.
Love. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to.
Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead third quarter.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. So from the 26-yard line, here's second down and 8.
Come on, 38.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he stopped immediately there. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Throwing left side, and Watson has it. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
That's a big conversion there on third down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a first and goal.
52 blasters. Ready. Yellow, 22. Black Ultra. Green Jack. Hunt.
To throw now, here's Love. That's a Packers touchdown. Matthew Golden, his second touchdown of the night. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Daniels looking to throw. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Ready.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. That is into the hands of Krosky Merritt. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's
Here we go.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. Back now at Lambeau. It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4. So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 42-yard line. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
first and 10 at the 24-yard line.
65 catch.
Back to throw again. That's caught downfield. It's Lane. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there for the offense. They're hoping that that's something they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better.
but it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
He'll swing this out to Krosky Merritt. And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
31-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Come on, set.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Ready,
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
set, ready, ready.
Play fake. Here's Love. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Ready, set.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Over the middle, complete. That's Reed. And running with power here. Down the left sideline. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Packers. Jaden Reed, 69 yards. And the Packers are on their way to a 2-0 start. The extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This certainly has not been the start to the season that they were hoping for. Well on their way to an 0-2 start. And they go to work again here now in this fourth quarter. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense. Another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Second and 10.
Throwing now is Daniels. Over the middle, he's got Lane. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 23. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. They've got a first and 10 as they search for a late score. Working out of the gun, Daniels. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Here's second and 10.
Let's go now. 77 Wolf.
To throw is Daniels. And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders. Terry McLaurin with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Commanders get a bit closer. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. And they are going to finish this one off strong. It's a return touchdown to add on to their lead in the final stages. The Packer offense, Jordan Love staying out there, so they're going to try to go for 2.
Let's go now.
And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more.
Commanders 22.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Here comes a reverse. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now Daniels going to keep it. Throwing it Terry McLaurin's way again, and he's got it. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it's second down. To the air goes Daniels. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Only able to gain a couple there. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Daniels. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There's pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Daniels going to throw for it. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
First down at the 29-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
And his throw here is incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Again, it's Love. This is caught. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Tucker Kraft from 8 yards out. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. 22. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Spin. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Daniels. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Daniels. He's going to let it fly. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.